Anthony Richardson, he's been off the headlines for a little bit, but the Colts, they got to keep moving. And I could be eating my words here. I'm shocked, but I could be eating my words. Cody?
Yeah, so essentially it came out during an interview, old Jim Irsay. I, I knew this was going to happen when he got drafted. I think we talked about during the draft spectacular that this was going to happen. So the head coach essentially said that, it's nobody has the starting job. We're going to play both Garner and AR during preseason, and the best one that gets this team to win, the best chances to win, we're going to essentially go with that hot hand. Okay, yeah. Till Jim Irsay just said this to the media, and now it's out, and now the head coach, brand new head coach at that, has no power. This is an owner stepping. This is Jerry Jones-esque. This is an owner overstepping his boundaries. Go buy a guitar or something, or a piano like you usually do, and stay out of the team deal.
Yeah, look, I'm going to eat my words because and people were coming after me for this. I said it's going to be Minshew's job. He's going to be walking onto the field week 1, and Anthony's be kind of checking it out, and it's going to be Minshew's to lose. But based on these comments, I think that was probably the noise buzzing around camp that it was going to be up for grabs. And he's like, no, we didn't go and drop the hammer on this first round draft pick for him to sit by Minshew. We went and got Minshew for depth and for coverage. What Minshew's been for the last two teams he's been on, that's what he's here for. And that's probably how the conversation went, if I had to guess, in some shape or form. And look, like you said, new head coach, his first year being a head coach. What are you going to say? You got really nothing to come on. You just lost the Super Bowl. I mean, you made it to the Super Bowl, but you just lost it. So, hey, look, he did well with Jalen Hurts, so we'll see. I'm excited for Anthony. Look, my reasoning for not thinking he's going to start is not because I don't want him to start. I want him to be successful. I think for his success, it'd be best if he didn't start right away. But look, you got a guy sitting at the top, kind of backseat driving, saying, nope, here's what I want. I put a lot of money into this kid. I want him to get as many reps as he possibly can. Look, he has a point for the fact that we talked about it too. Only playing barely 12 games in college football. He doesn't have much time. So he's in a different scenario where he needs the reps. I don't think practice reps are going to be enough. He doesn't have the time, right? He probably needs 2 to 3 years of sitting. Maybe not that much. I could be over-exaggerating a little bit. But honestly, a full season sitting behind him could do him some favors. And then next year, he would be kind of fighting for it. That's what I think he would be best suited, just to kind of really understand the process. Now, we don't know how much work how much he's really, gaining here. But you have to remember, he played one full season of college football. There's a lot, and we talked about this before. We're kind of repeating ourselves, but it's getting brought back up again. There's a lot of things that you learn just by going through the motions, by playing games, that you learn about yourself, that you learn about the game, that film, practice, and talking to somebody just does not teach you. And so outside of his athletic ability and his ability to throw the ball 800 yards, it's always going to be up here. That's always been the question mark, and only time gives you that. And look, maybe Jim's right. Like, look, we got to just throw him into the fire, because if not, he's just going to waste away on the bench. Because think about it, by the time he's actually ready based on those numbers there, you're looking at 2 or 3 more years. If that's the case.
But my question is, why do you go out and pay these people? I mean, Jim goes out and gets a GM and a head coach because he doesn't know anything about football. He really doesn't. I mean, the guy doesn't know a lot about football. He's kind of a weirdo musician. He's not like Jerry Jones, which is very he's kind of, very instrumental in the team and draft picks and stuff like that. I know he's laid off. Yeah, I know he's laid off a little bit recently. He's letting his sons run it, which is fine or whatever. But what doesn't it show on a brand new head coach that you don't trust him if you just go out and trump him like this?
I mean, a little bit. Or again, he made decisions. It's just you're trying to take control of your organization. I don't know. I mean, he hired the guy. So maybe he hired the guy with the thought process of, hey, I'm going to control the situation a little bit. But yeah, there could be a pushback of head coach like, hey, do you not trust? You hired me to do this job, and now you're doing the job for me. So, but look, we don't know. Maybe he just came out. Maybe he's being the bad guy, right? Maybe he's stepping ahead of it and being, the bad cop, or the new head coach is able to play, hey, this is Mom said yes. I guess, sorry, nothing I can do about it. We don't know. We don't know the ins and outs of it. But it is interesting. Look, kudos to AR. Hopefully he does really well. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. I think it's going to be good for the Jags for AR to start. The division, I mean, not wishing any ill will on AR. I just think it's going to be a slow start for them. And with him and CJ Stroud at Texans, all you got left is the Titans, who just signed DeAndre Hopkins. So they're still kind of limping along. The Titans are, with Levis and company over there. But we'll see. Hopefully Levis gets a starting job. Then all will be good for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we'll see. Yeah, Jim showed his true football IQ by hiring Jeff Saturday during the same season as the head coach. That was bold. And I feel bad. I mean, Jeff for taking that, like, kind of like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do.
Experience. Yeah,
you take a guy literally off the mic to put him up in the head coach job, and it's like, dude, I get it. You played football for a long time, but there's levels to it, man.